know that SME is a bedrock of the economy. So if we don't have sustainable and affordable electricity for even the SMEs, we will have huge energy poverty in the country.
Sustainability is the way forward, and that's the way to really protect our planet from the projected catastrophic effect of the climate and the planet.
It's been an interesting conference because the topic innovation is something that most people, we talk about it, but we don't actually know what it means for many people. But to come to a conference whereby the practicalities of innovation and sustainability are really addressed by professionals in their field with very clear examples, it's actually quite important.
In the panel I chaired, when we talked about creating sustainable business model to combat and end poverty, absolutely is a way to go, because a lot of business models have been tested in the market and they're working. So the next thing is, how do we then scale? That's the way I see us tackling poverty in Nigeria and to position Nigeria as one of the leading African countries.
The whole idea of see how companies who are operating here can focus on the bottom of the pyramid, but actually realizing that by practicing sustainability effectively in that sector, they can still grow the business and make money.
The conference is really an opportunity for people involved in sustainability across the spectrum to come together, to network, to pick up new ideas of how to drive sustainability in our world today.
But thank you very much for honoring us with your presence. We're very grateful to the partner for this forum, Dow Chemicals, for supporting LBS Sustainability Center, to all our speakers and panelists for joining us today, even traveling from far distances. We're very grateful to you. Hope that the dialogue today will drive more corporate action and support for Sustainable Development Goals, Africa Agenda 2063, and the overall improvement of quality of life and various other development indicators in our continent.
We recognize and appreciate the critical role business schools like the LBS are playing in ensuring a cadre of business leaders that are needed to drive business towards greater purpose for the good of society, the environment as well.
It is also very interesting that this conversation is happening at this great time. I think the theme for this conference is also apt, and I'm hoping that, all of us seated here today will be able to come up with ideas that we need as the private sector to begin to look at how we can drive our own processes and systems.
I think on the one hand, the pace has been slow going, but on the other hand, there's a lot that has happened. If you look at from where we are coming, it's not a dismal story, because we have to look at these things as a continuum as opposed to a destination.
We have been able to invest and to promote activities and growth in some specific value chains. If the private sector can invest into the agricultural communities, then the farmers know that they have financial backing to be able to make investment.
Most of our SMEs are not well structured as businesses. Secondly, they are too small to draw the kind of capital available. And so one of the solutions that we've seen other models do is that they come together as a consortium to draw capital. And this is where we need our banks. So it's not only telling me to come and open an account. Bankers need to also understand these different business structures, especially those business models that come out of sustainability.
The key takeaway from this
conference has been that data is very important, and more importantly is power, energy. We really have the resources for production in terms of good land and all that. All we need to integrate in that is the practices which we call the climate smart practices, including data, caring for the environment, regenerative agriculture, and then powering that, of course, is the energy that we've talked about.
I think what we've seen here today is that there's need for more engagements with stakeholders so that we can all work towards building a sustainable and inclusive economy in Nigeria. So I think one of my key learning points is the fact that most of the key stakeholders we're targeting, especially SMEs, do not have the knowledge or the awareness. So there is need for more engagement programs, capacity building, awareness creation programs, so that they can learn more, so that they can be compliant to the internationally accepted disclosure guidance from different institutions.
I love the ideas that actually have been expressed in this gathering today. People have been able to bring out a lot of ideas and make suggestions. I just believe that these ideas will be articulated and probably put into very good use. Use these ideas to support the ongoing interventions.
My name is Chris Ogbeche, Professor of Strategic Management and the current Dean of the Lagos Business School. Let me take you on a journey. As a member of the management board, I have the opportunity of understanding the workings of the school, the resources, the capabilities, and the strategic direction. As director of the Sustainability Center, I also brought something new into the school, but also something that helped in linking the school to industry. My experience in the private sector has also prepared me to bring something special into the classroom whenever I teach. And we are not supposed to be purely academic, but to make the students fit into industry when they leave us. Given the peculiarities of the present business landscape, many managers have found themselves in a very tight corner. And as such, at Lagos Business School, we need to address how we can help these organizations, not just to survive, but to thrive. So for us at Lagos Business School, it's obvious that the days of bringing everybody into the classroom is over.